Good afternoon, everyone. I think we're ready to get started. Thank you for rushing back from lunch. And this is a hard panel to host because everyone has just finished their meal and now they're tired. So we hope to make this an interesting panel. My name is Shari, Bryan. I work with the National Democratic Institute, NDI, and we are part of the family of the National Endowment for Democracy. So I want to thank the National Endowment and the Asia Democracy Network and the Institute for Social Sciences here for hosting this important event and for allowing us to host this panel. It's really my honor to be the moderator on this panel on urbanization and the challenges that local political leaders are facing in engaging citizens in Asia's mega cities or large urban areas. For the first time in history, more than half of the world's population is living in urban areas, a figure which will rise by 2/3 in 2050. 50 of the largest cities in the world, 50 of the largest cities in the world have a population of at least 5 million. And the top 20 largest cities in the world have a population of at least 10 million. And as you know, we are sitting in one of the largest cities in the world here in Delhi. Provincial and city governments are now directly governing larger populations than their respective national counterparts in many countries. So the local governance authorities in some cities are governing more people in their own city than the national government is governing throughout the country. This global trend is having a profound implication for government, for political parties, for the private sector, and for citizens. And the demands on local government leaders are tremendous. Demands for improved infrastructure, water, housing, healthcare, and education have never been greater. Fast-growing urban populations, many of whom are the marginalized workers that was discussed at the earlier panel, are testing the ability of local governments to generate better economic opportunities and meet basic needs. The failure to deliver on many of these issues have the potential to trigger frustration and violence and a real lack of confidence in democracy, especially, I think, among the large urban youth populations that we find all over the world. At the same time, urban areas and megacities can be seen as the engine for economic growth, currently generating between 70% and 80% of the global GDP. Cities can also be hubs for commerce, technology, innovation. Urban areas are the home to the world's largest learning centers, universities, bases for private enterprise, and cultural influence. In many countries, city mayors or local government authorities are claiming greater visibility, power, and autonomy vis-a-vis their national government leaders, especially in countries where the national government may be perceived to be dysfunctional or ineffective. I think there's a new breed of local urban leaders who are experimenting with policy, innovation, and creating new avenues for citizens to participate in the future of their cities. I think megacities, large urban areas, are now in some way on the front line of democracy. And it's imperative that these leaders find new and innovative ways to deliver on democracy. 13 of the largest 20 cities in the world are in Asia. Delhi, where we're meeting today, is the third largest city in the world. To discuss these issues of urbanization and the challenges that political leaders are facing in talking to citizens, are two leading voices on urbanization and local government. And by the way, both of these gentlemen found their roots in journalism. To my right is someone who I noticed quite a few of you already know, Manish Sisodia, the Deputy Chief Minister of Delhi. He is a journalist by profession. Honorable Sisodia has been a political activist who came into prominence during the anti-corruption movement in 2012. He joined the Aam Aadmi Party, I think also 2012, around that. 2012, and was elected to the Delhi Legislative Assembly in 2013. And this year, when the AAP won a landslide election, taking 67 of the 70 seats of the Delhi Legislative Assembly, Mr. Sisodia became the Deputy Chief Minister. Deputy Minister is joined to my left by a good friend, Javed Chandio, who's the Executive Director of the Center for Peace and Civil Society, based in Pakistan's Sindh province, home to Karachi, the 7th largest city in the world. The center works on a variety of issues, including youth engagement, leadership, political party strengthening, and Jami has written several books, articles on federalism, decentralization, and local government. Before we begin, I want to take note of some changes in the schedule. We had two panelists who were also supposed to join us here today. The Chief Executive Officer of Kathmandu's Metropolitan City and the Chairman of the Metropolitan Manila Development Authority. They both had to cancel their participation over the weekend due to urgent city business. So it's hard being a city manager, city elected official. So I'd like to start by turning this over to Manish, who is going to talk about the challenges that he's facing as local government authority here. I think while this is a nonpartisan event, we are not endorsing one party or another here. The fact that AAP won a landslide victory in Delhi, I think, is quite something. And